You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show, presented by John Deere.
Pleasant. Good evening, everyone. From Watertown High School, Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN proudly present Beaver Dam High School Golden Beaver boys basketball. And tonight, it's a rivalry renewed. The Golden Beavers on the road to take on the Watertown Goslings. Hi again, everybody. Mike Tronson with you inside the field house here at Watertown High School. I'm joined on site by my videographer and engineer, Justin Wilski, a.k.a. Ninja. And Kyra Wilski is back at the 1430 ESPN studios engineering our radio simulcast this evening. Tonight's game is brought to you by our presenting video sponsors, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's game also brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Metalcraft of Mayville, Landmark Credit Union, Jerry's Automotive, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Ergo Bank, Great Harvest Bakery Cafe, Surefire, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Preferred Dental Partners, Slumberland, and Kraft Heinz. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome into the broadcast. A busy week of Beaver Dam boys basketball here on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN. First of 3 games to come your way this week, featuring Tim Ladron's squad. Beaver Dam comes in with a 4-6 overall record to this game, 1-4 in the Badger East. Golden Beavers the other day, Saturday, snapped a 5-game losing streak with a win at home over Milwaukee Vincent by the score of 83-62. So the Golden Beavers come into this one feeling a little bit better about themselves. They had a tough stretch there. Started right before Christmas, went through early January where they played well for the most part, just weren't able to finish in some cases against some really, really good opponents. But they're 4-6 and poised to try and keep that streak going tonight, but easier said than done. As I mentioned, they're on the road and they're facing their arch rivals, the Watertown Goslings. Watertown, they're struggling. They're 1-9 right now on the season. They have not won a conference game. They have a new coach this year, first-year coach in Chad Hayes. Now, Chad, it's his first year at Watertown, but he's got plenty of coaching experience. He's coached at several other spots in Wisconsin and also even had a short stint as a coach in Kentucky. But, he's got a very, very young team. You look at this Watertown roster, and there's a lot of sophomores and juniors on this roster. So it's understandable that they may be going through some growing pains right now, with the talent they lost last year to graduation, the young, the younger, more inexperienced crew this year. And you've got a new head coach, which sometimes can be, take a little time to adapt to. But I know it's cliche, but we say it all the time. Throw the records out. Anything can happen when these two schools get together, and I don't think either side will overlook the other. Not with, the history between these two schools, the rivalry, all of that being said. But anyways, that's what our matchup is tonight. We've got Beaver Dam and Watertown. Always fun. We always love coming to Watertown. Our second trip here in the last couple of days. We were down here for the Beaver Dam Watertown girls basketball game last Friday night. Now it's the boys' turn as they get set to do battle in just a few moments. Right now we'll step aside. We'll take a 3-minute break. We're back in 3 minutes for more of our pregame show. The pregame show brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works. And when we come back, you'll hear comments from Tim Ladron, the head coach of the Beaver Dam boys, right after this 3-minute break on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN.
John Deere not only builds great equipment, it's a great place to build your career and a high quality of life. You see, there's a certain kind of pride in being a part of a great American brand. It's the security that comes from learning new skills you'll have for a lifetime, a more confident future with unlimited growth opportunities, and the knowledge that you're valued and rewarded with a competitive benefits package. We're Deere strong and Horicon proud. Are you one of us?
Happy New Year from our family to yours at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam. Now let's celebrate with the Start Something New sales event featuring $5,500 off Dodge Durangos. That's right, a brand new iconic 6-passenger SUV for $40,700. For your Ram truck buyers, take $82.65 off Bighorn Crew cabs and finance for 1.9%. By far the best truck deal in the market today. And of course, we can't forget Jeeps. Brand new Cherokee Latitude Lux 4x4s, $35,000. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam and ReedChrysler.com.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, well, insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time-consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make one call and receive a quote from a great company like Auto Owners Insurance. The team at Richards Insurance will literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month with an Auto Owners Insurance policy, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. With offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full-service counseling with no obligation. Your Auto Owners Insurance carrier is Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you. Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
Welcome back to our live coverage of stunt magician Merlin Wormwood, brought to you by Surefire, your leading local installer of Lennox home comfort systems.
That's right, Matilda. Merlin Wormwood has locked himself in his mother's basement and is refusing to install a Lennox home comfort system from Surefire until she promises to start making him pizza bagels every Friday evening.
Chuck, I'm sorry. How is this stunt magic? Isn't this just a lame protest?
Have you tried his mom's pizza bagels? They're incredible.
When we come back, what's the secret behind Merlin's mother's pizza bagels? And the latest weather report with Surefire up next.
With a finance plan to fit every budget, today is the time to upgrade to new Lennox home comfort system from Surefire, your local Lennox premier dealer. Online at surefireinc.com.
Be sure with Surefire.
You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show, presented by John Deere.
And we continue our John Deere pregame show at Watertown High School. Mike Tronson standing by once again with Tim Ladron, head coach of the Golden Beavers. Tim, your team got back on the winning track on Saturday with a win over Milwaukee Vincent at home. And offensively, boy, it sounded like it was clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, I thought offensively we were pretty good. We transitioned better than we have all year. We got the ball inside quite a bit and then kind of worked the inside out there. And so, I was really happy with that. Offensively, it's been kind of a little bit of a struggle for us at times. So put up 83 points against anybody is pretty good for us.
You and I have talked about this a little bit, but, I think back to the streak there that you broke, the losing streak. And even as you were, dropping some of those games, you weren't playing all that bad. It just was a matter of maybe not being able to finish on certain occasions. So even though you look at the record and look at that stretch and say it wasn't very good, well, you weren't playing that poorly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I think, we're certainly a team that's seemed a little bit on the rise here. Defensively, we've put up some really good efforts. We've run into some scoring issues at times, and it's kind of hurt us. But, in general, I think we've played pretty good basketball. Like I said before, we ran into a couple of really hot teams over the break with Germantown and McQuantico. But then, we had Wanakee on the ropes for pretty much the entire game. So, we were playing good basketball, and it's good to get that win against Vincent to try to get us rolling.
I, along with the general public, we see you in games, and we see what you're doing from game to game, but you're there every day in practice with these kids, with your staff. What are you seeing in the practices that's got you encouraged?
Well, every day has been pretty good in practice. We're, it is a little bit tough right now because we're dealing with this stretch of games, this 5 and 10 days. So we're trying to still lay off the legs, but our focus has been really good. Our intensity level's been good. And the guys have a real focus on what we're trying to work on and what we're trying to get better at. So it's been really good. It's been one of the better years that I can remember as far as, our practice level and, how well our kids are dialed into what we're trying to get done.
Well, tonight, rivalry game. I'm sure this one gets circled on the calendar. Watertown, and I know that their record isn't flashy. I know they're struggling a little bit, but what do you see when you do some scouting of Watertown?
Well, I like their guard play. Of course, they got the long kid inside, the 6'8" kid who's got arms for days, it seems like. So, I mean, that's going to give us some issues. But I like their young guards. The Hirchin twins are really good players, and, they've got some nice sophomores out there. And they're athletic, and they're one of those teams that on a given night they get hot and can really hurt you. So, we're gonna and like you said, it's a rivalry game, so it's one of those that you don't worry about the record so much because you're not quite sure what's going to happen. So, we got to be ready to play, and we're not in the position to overlook anybody. So, we'll be ready to go.
New coach for them this year, Coach Hayes, and he's been around a couple stops. Johnson Creek, I believe, was it Princeton maybe, in West Salem, I think.
Yeah, and he's, they lost a lot of guys from last year. They had a really good team here last year, long, athletic team, and, rebuilding with him, with what he's trying to do with them. So that's always a process, too, when you're trying to, you got a young group of kids and you're trying to rebuild the program and trying to change the system and things like that.
I talked to you last week, tongue-in-cheek, about coming to Watertown, and I'm sure we've talked about it before, but again, it's always special for you, isn't it, to come back here?
Yeah, I mean it is. I mean it's been a while since I've been here now. I mean we've obviously won some big games here, and it's been pretty special. We've also lost a couple pretty important games here, so it seems like there's always something that happens at this place. It's always nice to see old friends and see family here, but like I've said before, Beaver Dam's my home now, and I get excited for this game, but I get excited for all of them. So we're certainly it's one we want to win. There's a few more people in the stands that I know, so that it does add a little bit, but most importantly, it's just us, trying to win a basketball game.
And as you said, you're in the middle of that busy stretch. It's pretty much a game every other day. So do you do anything differently? We talked about maybe in practice, but in the game, do you sub a little more freely because of keeping legs fresh?
Well, we did that a little bit on Saturday, so we had an opportunity to get some guys some rest on Saturday. So I feel like we should have some pretty fresh legs tonight. I think the game plan right now is to take it one game at a time. We can't look forward to Thursday. We can't look forward to Saturday. We've got to try to get this one first. So we'll do whatever we can to get this one first, and then we'll worry about Thursday on Thursday.
All right. Well, I wish you and the boys good luck as always. Tim, thanks for the time. Do appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
All right. Tim Ladron, head coach of Beaver Dam. We'll step aside. We're back for more of the John Deere pregame show right after this on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN.
Are you ready for peace of mind? Chad Guzzi here, owner of Air Care in Beaver Dam. If you're tired of unexpected repair bills, you want to sign up for our Total Care plan. It ensures top performance and prolonged life of your heating and air conditioning equipment. Air Care's Total Care customers receive annual inspections as well as a reduced maintenance rate, plus a 10% discount on all service repairs. Air Care, big enough to serve you, small enough to care. 920-356-8860.
Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are proud to support all area athletes. While at home watching or listening to your favorite sports team, why not be comfortable? McKinstry's is a lazy boy comfort studio. We have sofas, recliners, sectionals, and reclining sofas in stock and ready for prompt delivery. Stop into McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam and add comfort to your home.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
Looking for a change? A new career that checks all of the boxes? Excellent benefits? A great team culture? And plenty of room to grow? Metalcraft of Mayville is looking for candidates like you to fill openings in Mayville, West Bend, and Beaver Dam. Metalcraft truly believes employees make the difference, offering paid training, top wages, and a regularly sanitized, safe workplace. Apply today at mtlcraft.com.
Metalcraft of Mayville.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental. If you've been unhappy with your smile, it's time that you come and see us. Our team of doctors are waiting to help you get your smile back. We'll take the time to talk with you and treat you like a member of our family, not just another number. Whether it's a whole mouth makeover or simply a little tweak, we'll find the right solution that fits you. For your free, no-pressure consultation, call us today at 623-5559.
Ready, set, Ergo! The game plan is to make banking convenient for you. Ergo Bank has locations in Marquezan and Fox Lake with interactive teller machines in 5 different communities. And at all locations, speak with a live teller and conduct most in-branch transactions by transferring, withdrawing, or depositing. That's better banking by design. Open 7 a to 7 p Monday through Friday, 7 to noon on Saturdays. Call them today at 920-398-2336 or visit ergobank.com. Ergo Bank, an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Shop the Pig! Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly in Beaver Dam has everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. From Pampered to Perfection Produce to Boar's Head Deli Meats and Cheeses, Fox Brothers award-winning brats and certified Angus beef. If it's not certified, it's not the best. Be sure to go online at Fox Bros Piggly Wiggly and find the latest weekly flyer full of savings and follow them on Facebook to learn more about their upcoming events. Shop local and save at Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly in Beaver Dam.
Piggly Wiggly, shop the pig. You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show, presented by John Deere.
Our national anthem performed by the Watertown High School Pep Band. Let's give you the starting lineups first for the Watertown Goslings, coached by Chad Hayes. They will start at a guard, Brett Schwefel, a 6-foot sophomore, along with Cameron Kranz, 6 feet tall and a sophomore. Jake Hirchin, a 5'11 sophomore, and Calvin Hirchin, 5'11 sophomore. Rounding out the starting 5 for Watertown at forward is Ethan Johnson, a 6', 8" senior. So again, it is 4 sophomores and 1 senior in the starting lineup. It's Brett Schwefel, Cameron Kranz, Jake Hirchin, Calvin Hirchin, and Ethan Johnson getting the start. Now for Beaver Dam, coached by Tim Ladrin. The guards are Parker Stobie, 5', 9" sophomore, along with J.T. Call, 6 feet tall and a junior. Caleb Schmuel in the starting lineup, 6 foot tall senior. The forwards are Quentin Cabrera, 6 4" senior, along with Jack Jens, 6'3" and a junior. So again, for Beaver Dam tonight, Parker Stobie, J.T. Call, Caleb Schmuel, Quentin Cabrera, and Jack Jens getting the start. For those of you on the radio side that can't see it, Beaver Dam's in their green jerseys and shorts tonight with yellow numbers and yellow and white trim. Watertown in white jerseys and shorts with blue numbers and trim. In the first half of play, Watertown will go left to right, and Beaver Dam will go right to left across your radio dial or your Daily Dodge TV video screen. Tonight's game brought to you by our presenting video sponsors, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's game also brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Metalcraft of Mayville, Landmark Credit Union, Jerry's Automotive, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Ergo Bank, Great Harvest Bakery Cafe, Surefire, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Preferred Dental Partners, Slumberland, and Kraft Heinz. Send me an email during the broadcast tonight, sports@dailydodge.com. You know the drill. Send me your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for. We'll give you a shout-out during the broadcast. And it's going to be Quentin Cabrera to jump it against Ethan Johnson. So here we go from Watertown. There's the whistle. Ball in the air, tap controlled by the Goslings. And this game is now officially underway as Brett Schwefel works the right side and sends it up high on the left for Cameron Kranz. He goes right back to Schwefel on the right elbow, looking around for help. Beaver Dam's in man-to-man D as we start this game tonight. And now in the left corner, here's a baseline move by Schwefel. He's now double-teamed, picked up the dribble, fights through the double team, he shoots and scores. It's a nice move. He was double-teamed, he fought his way through it. 2-0 Goslings lead early on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. 36 seconds now gone in the opening stanza of play. Glad you're with us tonight. Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN. My name is Mike Tronson. Justin Wilski is here on site with me, and Kyra is back at the 1430 ESPN studios. Got the whole band back together. Three-pointer, and it is no good for Parker Stobie. Fighting for the rebound on the far side. It's grabbed by Kranz, a defensive board for the Goslings. Ember's here, too, by the way. I got to mention her. She's just sitting here having a good time watching Justin and I do all the work. There's a steal. Back the other way. This is JT Call in for a layup. Beaver Dam's on the board. We're tied at 2 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. A minute and 43 seconds now gone by in this first half of play. Kranz, guarded by Schmuel, up to Johnson. He'll leave it off for Schwefel in three-point land. One hands it right side for Jake Hurchin. Hurchin over to Johnson. Little jumper inside the arc. Missed that one, and Schmuel was falling out of bounds. Was he able to save it? And no, he tried. He tried to throw it off of a Watertown player as he was falling backwards out of bounds, but he was not able to save it. Goslings keep possession. 16:21 to go in the first half. We're tied at 2. Brett Schwefel with the Watertown bucket. JT Call for Beaver Dam. That's all so far. Ball knocked loose and out of bounds. JT Call diving to try and steal that one. He ran out of real estate, though, and landed on his stomach, but he pops up. He's okay. In the JV game tonight, Beaver Dam won 49-37 over Watertown. There was also a JV2 game, and if I read the scoreboard right through the curtain that they now have raised, Beaver Dam won that 39-23 in JV2 action. So the varsity trying to go for a sweep here. But it's early. 3-ball. Yes! That is Jake Hurchin. Jake Hurchin with a triple. 5-2. Watertown in front early. A little more than 2 minutes gone by in the opening half of play. Cabrera up to Jens, fakes a three. He goes down the lane, and he is blocked by Johnson, who takes it away. Wait a minute. Oh, Johnson, though, stepped on the baseline. I thought it was going the other way for a moment. Nice effort. Well, Johnson, using that big 6'8" frame, got the block, but unfortunately there was not a lot of room down there. And so now the inbounds pass in right doorstep. There's Jens to lay it up and in. Somebody missed Jens, and he came in. He was open on the back door there, 5-4, as the Watertown lead down to 1. Down low on the right. Here's Johnson into the right block. Spins off the glass. Missed it short. Rebound for Cabrera. Golden Beavers. Cabrera now with it. Across the timeline. Into the lane. Bounce pass was tipped. Should be Beaver Dam basketball, and it will be. It'll stay on this end. To our left. 15:24 to go first half. Second time in the last couple nights we've made our way to Watertown. I mentioned it Friday night during the girls' game, how I just love coming here. I always have. Here's Jens with a baseline drive on the left side. He goes in for a layup. Jack Jens with a couple of buckets early. He's got 4. 6-5. Beaver Dam recaptures the 1-point lead with just about 3 minutes gone here in the first half. Actually, this is their first lead of the game because it was tied at 2 and then 5-2 Watertown before now Beaver Dam with those last couple of buckets. Johnson takes the post feed, double team. Pass out to the high right side was tipped by Stobie. Going to stay on this end with Watertown. Yeah, I've broadcast so many big games here over the years, not just Beaver Dam Watertown games, but this has been a site for a lot of WIAA sectional playoff games. A lot of those Randolph boys basketball playoff games were held here in the years when they won all those state championships under Hall of Fame coach Bob Heffley. There's a steal. Ball knocked loose. Here comes Call. Little hesitation move. Now a bounce pass to Schmuel. He goes to the free throw line, and there is contact. It's going to be our first foul of the game as we have let's see here. Is this a sub getting ready to come in? This is Braden Schmidt, 6'4" sophomore in for Watertown, replacing Johnson. The foul was on Schwefel. His first, the team's first. 3.5 minutes elapsed first half. 6-5. Beaver Dam with a 1-point lead and the rock. Cabrera to the right corner. That is Jens looking to the right doorstep for Schmuel. He's double teamed. Out to Jens. He'll pop a three. Off the rim. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Calvin Hurchin. And he's going to bring it across the midcourt stripe. Works the left side. Cabrera following him on the defensive side. Now Jens takes over as he throws it into the block. And we're going to have a whistle. The pass was intended for Schmidt, but a couple of Beaver Dam defenders, they intercepted the pass. And then a foul called on the Goslings to boot. Little frustration foul. As Schmidt, who never got the pass, then commits the foul in frustration. So Beaver Dam basketball. And this is Schmuel. Pass is knocked loose. It was intended for Cabrera in the left block, and that's a dangerous pass because he was trying to thread the needle. It was tipped and actually double deflected and went off Beaver Dam. Watertown defender initially deflected it, but it went off Beaver Dam, and now it's Gosling basketball. 13:49 to go, first half, 6-5. Beaver Dam with a 1-point lead. Watertown has possession. Schmidt giving it down to Reese Camrath, who had just checked in, a 5'11 junior. And here is a pass out to Schwefel, who launches a three. That's no good. Offensive board, Camrath. Back up to Hurchin. His three is no good off the back rim. Rebound is going to be tipped and grabbed by Stobie. Throws it ahead to Jens in transition. Jens into the lane, and there's a whistle. You know, I see Reese Camrath out there, the 5'11 junior. And when I see Reese Camrath out there, I think I might have talked about this before, but it means I'm officially old. Because when I started broadcasting high school sports for WBEV in the late 1990s, one of the first high school athletes I ever broadcast was Reese's father, Benji, as Jens, same thing, off the inbounds play, right side comes in, and now a timeout for Watertown, brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. We'll keep it here, but yeah, his father, Benji Camrath, one of the first athletes that I got the privilege to broadcast when I started this job all those years ago. And now here I am 26 years later, and I'm broadcasting Benji's son, Reese, who plays for Watertown. And time has flown by, my friends, but I've enjoyed every single second of it, and very fortunate to do what I do. Let's check the email box here. This one says, Brett and Jody Recheck, once again enjoying you, Mike. That's our me, Mike, I guess. M-I-C, Mike, not M-I-K-E. From the Lodge, a very sincere thank you to all the sponsors for making this possible. Always remember to support your local businesses, and I couldn't agree more. Thank you, Brett and Jody. We'll get to some more emails in a moment. Again, sports@dailydodge.com is where you can send your message so we can give you a shout-out pass. And this is a shot high off the glass. It won't go for Watertown. Rebound for Beaver Dam's Cameron Mendoza. Cameron Mendoza checked in, 6'3 junior. He's got the ball out to E.J. Salatel. E.J.'s out there now, 6-foot freshman. There was a sub for Watertown, too. Caleb Winkleman, 6'1 senior, had checked in. He's the one that missed the shot at the other end. Here's a ball knocked loose. 12:45 left to go first half. It's 8-5. Beaver Dam on top of Watertown. Jack Jens has 6 of Beaver Dam's 8 points. Foul was called there on Brady Schauer. He had checked in too, 6'2 junior. Inbounds pass, Mendoza. Cam takes a return feed from JT Call. Into the lane, defender fell down. Wait, nope, offensive foul on Cameron Mendoza. So that will give it to the Goslings. The foul, that's the first foul of the game on Beaver Dam. It's the first, obviously, on Mendoza. Watertown with 4 fouls in the game thus far. And here is Jake Hurchin, top of the silo. Over to the left side for Schmidt. Braden Schmidt. Nobody home in the corner. He sends it back to Hurchin for 3. It's off the back rim, no good. Long Karam out at the free throw line, grabbed by Salatel. He got the defensive board and throws it to Jens. Jens into the lane. Back to the baseline. Mendoza bobbled it, then tipped it out to JT Call. And Call with a bounce pass to the corner. Wide open, Jens for 3. Bullseye! Call with the assist. Jens with the triple. Jens has 9 points. 9 points in just over 6 minutes of action. 11-5. Beaver Dam leads Watertown on your John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Hurchin for 3, and he called his number. He wears number 3. Jake Hurchin buries a trifecta. That's his second 3 of the game. So he's got 6 of Watertown's 8 points. 11-8. Beaver Dam's lead is at 3. And here's Mendoza, double teamed in the lane, out to Jens. Another 3 on the way. That is a little bit short. Fighting for the rebound. Schmuel got the offensive board and gives it back to Mendoza. Mendoza underhands it to the corner on the right side. Jens feeds Call. Cross-court feed. Salatel Up to Mendoza. Now over to Jens again. Sidesteps the defender with a head and shoulder fake. And now Mendoza will take it up top. Bounce pass to the baseline. This is Schmuel muscling up, and the shot won't go. He tipped his own rebound, missed that too. And finally, a defensive rebound for Watertown, grabbed by Calvin Hurchin. So Watertown within 3 here. It's a one-possession game. 10:46 left in the first half. And this is Calvin Hurchin down to the corner, left side, 3 ball. It's no good for Jake Hurchin. Fighting for the rebound. It's loose and still not loose. Finally, Call comes out of the pile with it and fires it ahead. 2-on-2 the other way. This is Schmuel to Mendoza. Lets traffic go by. He's into the lane. Shot is up. Shot is in. Cameron Mendoza. He's got his first bucket of the night. 13-8. So the Beaver Dam lead is at 5 as we are now approaching the 10-minute mark and counting of the first half on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Here is Calvin Hurchin up to his brother Jake. Pass is knocked out of bounds by a Beaver Dam defender. Watertown keeps possession. Tim Ladrin, of course, as we have subs coming in on both sides. Always kind of special for him to come and coach a game here. Of course, he's from Watertown, and he got his coaching career started here in Watertown. But he bleeds green and gold now. I guarantee you that. He hasn't forgotten his roots, but he's Beaver Dam through, tried and true now. And Schwefel's pass to the corner is corralled by Calvin Hurchin. And now Johnson back out there. Bounce pass knocked loose. We got a 2-on-0 the other way. Mendoza ahead to call. Uncontested layup is good for JT. 15-8. So Beaver Dam's opened up a 7-point lead. 9:33 to go until halftime on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Schwefel jumper, free throw line extended. Missed it. Rebound for Stobie. Stobie across the timeline. Working the left wing side. Watertown's in man-to-man defense. Call now out near the center circle. Takes off with it. Underhands it back beyond the arc. And with it now, that is Salatel over to Mendoza. He'll try a left side 3. Off the rim, no. Cabrera the rebound. Out to Mendoza for a reload. And, he lost control of it as he was trying to get it to Call in the right corner. Pass was intercepted by Hurchin. And here's Jake Hurchin at the other end. Feeds Cameron Kranz. Now here's Calvin Hurchin. Ran into traffic on the baseline. Stays with it. Sends it back up to Johnson, top of the silo. Over on the right side now in the corner. There's Calvin Hurchin up to Schwefel. Schwefel drives to the free throw line, underhands it out. Johnson sidearm pass to the corner, baseline move. Shot is up, no good for Jake Hurchin. Rebound for E.J. Salatel. Just under 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. Long 3 called, he missed it. Well short, did not draw iron. He shot that one from Johnson Creek, and he missed it. Here's a pass to the right corner. Calvin Hurchin for 3. No good. Off the rim. Rebound on the weak side. Grabbed by Salatel. Still 15-8. Beaver Dam with the lead. Now they've got the rock again. EJ finds Stobie, and now a return feed to Salatel as he comes off a screen set by Mendoza. Another screen set by Mendoza. Bounce past Stobie in three-point land. Into the lane he goes. Stobie double team. Out to Cabrera for 3. Off the rim. High in the air. It's no good. Rebound for Calvin Hurchin. 15-8, the score remains. Beaver Dam by 7. Bounce pass, right block. Johnson immediately double team. We've got a foul on the floor. Well, Mendoza was there, but then Cabrera came racing in. And they're going to get Cabrera here, actually, for the foul. This email says, good evening, Mike. Big shout out to the big guy, Parker Stobie. Unfortunately, unable to attend tonight's game or Thursday, but will be there for Saturday's game. That's from our good friend and my neighbor, Mike Treptow. Mike, good to hear from you, buddy. Hope all is well. And this is Schwefel. sports@dailydodge.com. I've got more emails in the hopper. I'll read them here in just a moment. Here is Jake Hurchin. Missed that 3 from the right side. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and we are going the other way. This email says, Hey, Mike, tuned in on Farwell Road, cheering on the Beavers and nephew JT Call. Thanks for the JV score. Our great nephew Cruz is on the JV2 team. Go Beavers. Thanks, Mike, from my neighbors, Greg and Julie Style. I got a lot of neighbors checking in on the broadcast. I like that. They like to keep an eye on what I'm doing, and this way I can keep tabs on them as the ball is knocked out of bounds. No, I love my neighborhood. A lot of great neighbors, a lot of great people. My wife and I are fortunate to have those nice folks in our neighborhood. All right, clock is running. Watertown with the ball. 7 minutes exactly left in the first half on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. We've been stuck on 15-8 Beaver Dam for quite a while. Well, that three ball's not going to go for Kranz. Rebound Mendoza gives it to Stobie. Stobie, a little hesitation move. Out right side beyond the arc for Salatel. EJ sends it between the rings now. This is Parker Blank, 5'10 freshman. He came on just a little while ago. He's seeing some action now for Coach Ladron. Mendoza at the free throw line. Bounce pass, no, tipped. It was intended for Jens and stolen, and we're going to have a foul to boot. That little frustration foul after Beaver Dam had it, turned it over, I should say. Salatel picks it up. Third team foul, first for him. This email says Dan McDermott watching on his phone from the Chili Bowl in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Go Beavers. Oh, my. Tulsa, I've never been to Tulsa. I've never been to Oklahoma, if you want to put it that way. Let's I got to get down. I have family in Oklahoma. I got to go visit them. I have some cousins down there. They live in Enid, Oklahoma. I'd like to go down there sometime, maybe do some storm chasing, maybe in the spring or summer months. I think that would be fun. I think my wife would like that too. Thanks, Dan, for the email. sports@dailydodge.com. There's a tip ball into the backcourt. Call saving it. Yes, he does, from going out of bounds. Now back to Stobie. Return feed call, and Stobie there just playing catch. Bounce pass, left block. There's Jens. He's guarded well by Kranz. Bounce pass back door, and there is a head and shoulder fake in Mendoza. Beautiful. Use the head and shoulder fake to get the defender out of position. He scores 17-8. So Beaver Dam's lead now is at 9 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. 5.5 to play in the first half. Nice floater up and in. Jake Hurchin's got 8 points. He's got 8 of Watertown's 10. 17-10 now. Sounds like a football score. Beaver Dam's up by a touchdown and an extra point on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Mike Tronson with you on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN. Tip ball, but saved by the Beavers. Schmuel up to Stobie. They go up high on the right now for Calls. He takes a cross-court feed. Now a bounce pass played on a hop by Mendoza. Looking down low, there's Jens to a cutting Schmuel. Got the layup. Nice cut by Schmuel. Goes in, finishes with a right hand. And it's 19-10. Beaver Dam on top, 4:44 to go first half. There's a spin move. Jake Hurchin had it knocked out of his hands, gets it back. Finds Schwefel, deep NBA three. Got it! Line drive three for Brett Schwefel. 19-13. Gosling's back within 6 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. This is Stobie trying to go through a double team, and before the shot, travel. He traveled trying to split the double team. And so Watertown's going to get it back. They're within 6. 19-13 is the score. Well, for your viewing pleasure and engagement, the Beaver Dam Unified School District's monthly Board of Education business meetings are streamed live on the district's YouTube page. Visit bdusd.org for Board of Education information and details on upcoming meetings. Watertown with the rock. Clock running exactly 4 minutes left in the half and a whistle. And turnover as Schwefel stepped on the far sideline. And that will give it back to Beaver Dam with, as I said, 4 minutes to go until the break. And there's a behind-the-back dribble. Schmuel lost it. 2-on-1 the other way. Pass ahead. Schwefel catches up to it, lays it up and in. 19-15. Well, Beaver Dam's 9-point lead is now down to 4. with 3:40 to go first half on your John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Stobie muscling in, missed the layup short. Good defense by Calvin Hurchin, who rebounds the miss. This is Schwefel, top of the bubble. Spins his way to the free throw line. Now cast to the corner and a little bit wide of the intended target, Kranz. Out of bounds it goes. That's a break for Beaver Dam as Ben Goodell, 5'11 senior, checks in for Watertown. And head coach Chad Hayes. Chad Hayes is in his first year on the bench here at Watertown, but as I said, this is not his first year as a high school basketball coach. His first year he ever coached, he was at Princeton High School here in Wisconsin. He also spent a few years, I believe, at West Salem. And more recently, he was a coach and also an athletic director at Johnson Creek High School, not too far from here. He also, this is interesting, as Jens works his way baseline for lip, counted, and one. Well, the hoop and the harm, and Jack Jens, who's having a really nice first half, with a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. 2:51 remaining in the first half on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. It's 21-15 Beaver Dam with Jens' free throw pending. But yeah, Hayes also coached 1 year at Crittenden County High School in Marion, Kentucky, which is only about 30 miles away from Paducah. His free throw's up and good. And it's funny that perked my eyebrows because we just drove through the Paducah area on our way to Nashville a couple of weeks ago, and I know that area well. And he was there for only about a year, and decided that it was better to come home to Wisconsin. There's a three ball, no good for Schauer. Offensive board, Goodell. Another three ball, this one from Reese Camrath, that's no good. And the rebound pulled down by Cabrera. But, yeah, he was talking about that with me before the game. And just here's Stobie for three. No good off the rim. Offensive board, Jens, and he got fouled on the putback with 2:16 to go. Yeah, Justin, you'll like this. Coach Hayes and I were talking about the 2-inch pork chops at the Patty's 1880s settlement. He knows how good they are. I think he's had them, which is in Grand Rivers, Kentucky, just down the road from where he was. First free throw, short for Jens. Well, he is human. Jens tonight, he's got 12 points in the game, but missed that free throw well short. Now he's got one more. Jens averages just under 10 points a game, and he makes the second free throw. Jens from the free throw line, 71%, just under 71% on the year. And he makes it 23-15. Beaver Dam back to an 8-point advantage. 2 minutes and change left to go first half on your John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Three ball, Camrath, too strong. It's over the rim, rebound out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by the Goslings. So with 1:57 to go in the half, Beaver Dam will get it back. Again, keep those emails coming. Kind of slowed up a little bit here. My email box is dry, sports@dailydodge.com. Send me your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for. We had a bunch of former Watertown players check in during the girls' broadcast on Friday night. So if there's any former boys players out there, Watertown, Beaver Dam, whatever, let us know you're tuned in. Let us know how life's treating you. We'd be happy to hear from you. 1:45 left in the half. Beaver Dam's up 8, looking to add to the advantage right here. Salatel to Jens, went off his hands. He was being hassled defensively by Hudson Frederick, a 6'2 junior, lost it. Here come the Goslings. Pass into the lane. Johnson, and he got fouled. He was bobbling the pass because he was trying to cut through a double team and spin through it, actually. And a foul on the Golden Beavers. Their fourth of the evening. It's getting some more subs in here. No free throws here. It was on the floor, so the Goslings on the baseline to my right will toss it in, trailing 23-15. And this is Frederick trying to get a shot up, ball out of bounds. They say it was knocked out by Beaver Dam, right through the Golden Beavers bench area. So now Calvin Hurchin gets it into his brother Jake. Ooh, almost had it stolen by Blank. They work it to Johnson, right block, high up the glass, and they're going to count it. And one. Ethan Johnson with a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. So he'll step to the line. Ethan Johnson averages just over 10 points a game for the Goslings this season. He is their leading scorer according to the stats that I have. But that's his first bucket tonight. He's struggled here. Beaver Dam's done a really nice job defensively in this first half. Talking to Coach Ladrin about how the offense has been pretty decent the last couple of games, but they struggled a little bit defensively. Well, in the first half tonight, they've been doing pretty well. Johnson does connect on the free throw to finish the three-point play, 23-18. So the Beaver Dam advantage is 5 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. 70 seconds left until intermission. Glad you're with us. Been a good one so far. Stobie for three, left elbow, in and out. It's no good. Rebound tipped out towards the timeline. Jens hustling after it. Look out as Schwefel raced back. He got a hand on it, and then he kind of went tumbling into the Beaver Dam bench, and that's because Jens made contact. So Jens just picked up his second personal. Team fouls are now even at 6 apiece with 57.1 seconds left in the first half. So Watertown, despite the struggles here, they're within 5. Here's the ball, not loose by Mendoza, but right to Calvin Hurchin, who saves it. Over to Jake Hurchin. Jake, hesitation move, goes left baseline, ran into Blank, sends it back out, and now whistle, but what do we have? I didn't see them pointing at anybody in particular. We got a Beaver Dam foul. And Mendoza just picked it up. See the Watertown High School pep band getting ready to entertain at halftime. It must be some sort of a Hawaiian or beach night theme for them, because they've got a lot of students down there wearing the Hawaiian shirts, that type of thing. I saw a couple of saxophone players. They had one of those noodles, that you use in the swimming pool, and one end of the noodle was in the first player's saxophone, and then the other end was in the bell of the other saxophone player next to him. Johnson at the free throw line shooting the bonus. He makes the front end, as we had a foul called on Mendoza, as I mentioned. I play trombone. I don't play saxophone, but I got to imagine that if you stick a noodle into your bell, it's got to affect your sound. And I don't know that it affects it for the better. As the free throw in and out, but an offensive board. That was Kranz. Here's a three at the top of the key. Short. Offensive board. Reverse layup. Johnson missed it. Rebound tipped around. Schmuel finally has the deflection. Everything but the finish there for Watertown. They're within 4 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. 23-19. Beaver Dam with a lead. 18 seconds and counting left in the half. I'd imagine they'll just hold for the last shot here with that 4-point lead. 8 seconds. 6 seconds. Schmuel top of the key. 4 seconds to call. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Call better get it off. He heaves a one-handed three. It's short and off the mark. That's the way the first half comes to an end here at Watertown. And at the break on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard, it is Beaver Dam 23 and Watertown 19. Stay with us. Our halftime report comes up after this 3-minute break. We're back in 3 minutes on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN.
Happy New Year from our family to yours at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Beaver Dam. Now let's celebrate with the Start Something New sales event featuring $5,500 off Dodge Durangos. That's right, a brand new iconic 6-passenger SUV for $40,700. For your Ram truck buyers, take $82.65 off Bighorn Crew cabs and finance for 1.9%. By far the best truck deal in the market today. And of course, we can't forget Jeeps. Brand new Cherokee Latitude Lux 4x4s, $35,000. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Beaver Dam and ReedChrysler.com.
What's in your kids' lunchbox today? Turkey and bacon on honey whole wheat? Roast beef on sourdough? PB&J on cinnamon chip? With bananas? That is bananas, but that's what fresh baked breads from Great Harvest can do for you. Unleash your sandwich ingenuity. So show your kids some lunchbox love with chicken salad on cranberry orange bread, Italian on cheddar garlic bread. Then show everyone your creation at Instagram or Facebook using this hashtag. Great Harvest. Bread. The way it ought to be.
Is it time to update the bathroom? Then it's time to head to Hometown Glass and Improvement of Beaver Dam. Hometown has a full complement of Vasco shower enclosures. Hometown Glass makes your selection of enclosures easy, and they provide hassle-free installation. When you purchase a Vasco shower enclosure, your expectations will be exceeded. Hometown Glass promises you a classy, elegant, and luxurious centerpiece for your bathroom. Hometown Glass and Improvement, Highway 33 east of Beaver Dam, on the web at hometownglass.com.
Jerry's Automotive in Beaver Dam is a champion of our local schools. Team up with Jerry's Automotive by pumping your gas at their Spirit Pump, where 2 cents of every gallon is donated to a local school each month. Jerry's Automotive also provides exceptional vehicle service and repairs and a great selection of convenience items. Visit Jerry's Automotive Center WI.com and on Facebook. Jerry's Automotive, 700 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, across the street from Beaver Dam Food Pride.
Hi, my name is Michelle, and I'm the plant manager for the Beaver Dam Kraft Heinz plant. I'm excited to share with you that we are rolling out new schedules to allow people more time with their families. Come meet me and my team and let us tell you about the exciting changes we are making to our schedules and our great benefits. Please go to careers.kraftheinz.com, search by Beaver Dam, and see all the opportunities we have available. We believe family time is important. Our new schedule will allow you to have a schedule that works for you and your family. All shifts are 12 hours with up to 3 to 4 days off per week. We offer shift differentials and premiums for weekend work at Kraft Heinz.
For every, where's the grocery list? I'll go to the store.
So you'll fill up my car on the way home?
Moment. If it has to do with your life and your money, it's a landmark moment, and Landmark Credit Union is here to help. With free checking accounts that offer you the choice of getting paid dividends on your balance or earning rewards points on your purchases. Opening an account is fast and simple and gives you access to Credit Hub, powered by Savvy Money, which shows your credit score so you can keep your finances healthy. Landmark Credit Union. Visit landmarkcu.com, insured by NCUA.
We are at halftime of this Badger East Conference Boys Basketball Showdown. Rivalry renewed. Beaver Dam taking on Watertown. And at the break, the Golden Beavers leading the Goslings on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard by the score of 23-19. Our game tonight brought to you by our presenting video sponsors, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's game also brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Metalcraft of Mayville, Landmark Credit Union, Jerry's Automotive, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Ergo Bank, Great Harvest Bakery Cafe, Surefire, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Preferred Dental Partners, Slumberland, and Kraft Heinz. Now, the Beaver Dam Unified School District is one of the largest employers in the region. Their compensation and benefit packages are among the most competitive in the area. If you have a passion for serving children or know someone who does, please consider applying to be a part of a great team that works together in common purpose on behalf of kids and our community. Got a 4-point game at the break. Beaver Dam right now on top of Watertown, 23-19. Let's take a look at the first half scoring. For Beaver Dam, they were led by Jack Jens. In fact, he leads all scorers in the game with 13 points, including one from downtown. Cam Mendoza and J.T. Call with 4 points each for Beaver Dam. Caleb Schmuel chipped in a bucket. He finished the half with 2. On the Watertown side, Jake Hurchin had 8 points in the first half to lead the Goslings. 2 3-pointers and a 2-pointer. Meanwhile, it was Brett Schwefel with 7 points in that first half, including one from downtown. And Ethan Johnson was good for 4. 23-19 at the break. Earlier tonight, if you missed it, in JV 2 action, Beaver Dam was victorious 39-23 over Watertown, and the Golden Beaver JV team also victorious tonight over the Goslings 49-37. You can send us an email. We haven't received any in a little while here, but sports@dailydodge.com is where you'll find us, sports@dailydodge.com. Again, we want to give you a shout-out. We always make our broadcasts interactive and fun, so please send us one. We got plenty of time to sneak them in before the end of the broadcast tonight. Reminder that we've got more Beaver Dam boys basketball coming up this Thursday evening here on Daily Dodge TV and also simulcasting on 1430 ESPN. This Thursday night, it's the Beaver Dam boys back home to entertain Baraboo. That's a makeup of a game that was postponed back in December due to weather. So join us on Thursday night, 7 o'clock for the John Deere pregame show. Tip time at around 7:15. You'll catch it right back here. Same bat time, same bat channel. Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN. Also, big game coming up on Saturday night as the Beaver Dam boys will play host to Waupun. Talk about another rivalry game. There's one. That's going to be a doozy. And that'll be a 7:30 start on Saturday night with our pregame show at around 7:15 here on Daily Dodge TV. And that one, our good friend and colleague Wade Bates is going to handle the play-by-play duties that night, as I will be out of town on assignment, as they say. And so they're going to give me a night off for good behavior. And we use the term good behavior very loosely. But anyways, Wade will call that one for you. I'll be with you on Thursday night, and hope you'll join us for those broadcasts. Let's take a 2-minute break. We're back in 2 on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN.
Welcome back to our live coverage of stunt magician Merlin Wormwood, brought to you by Surefire, your leading local installer of Lennox home comfort systems.
That's right, Matilda. Merlin Wormwood has locked himself in his mother's basement and is refusing to install a Lennox home comfort system from Surefire until she promises to start making him pizza bagels every Friday evening.
Chuck, I'm sorry. How is this stunt magic? Isn't this just a lame protest?
Have you tried his mom's pizza bagels? They're incredible.
When we come back, what's the secret behind Merlin's mother's pizza bagels? And the latest weather report with Surefire up next.
With a finance plan to fit every budget, today is the time to upgrade to new Lennox home comfort system from Surefire, your local Lennox premier dealer. Online at surefireinc.com.
Be sure with Surefire.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, well, insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time-consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make one call and receive a quote from a great company like Auto Owners Insurance. The team at Richards Insurance will literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month with an Auto Owners Insurance policy, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. With offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full-service counseling with no obligation. Your auto owner's insurance carrier is Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you.
Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
Just about ready to start the second half. In the second half tonight, for those of you on radio that can't see it, Watertown moves right to left, and Beaver Dam will go left to right from my vantage point. Got an email here. It says, this is from Grandma Deb. Grandma Deb in Beaver Dam, cheering on number 5, Caleb Schmuel. Go Caleb and go Beavers. Thank you, Deb. Appreciate the email. And again, you can send us one, sports@dailydodge.com. sports@dailydodge.com. And we'll get you a shout out as Beaver Dam inbounds to start the second half, working it to my right. This is Call. Bounce pass to Stobie, right back to Call, and a return feed now up to Stobie once more. He goes off a screen set by Jens. Kicks it out left side. This is Cabrera out there in the corner, and bounce pass sends it up to JT. He's going to try and set something up just inside the timeline, high on the left side. Opening 30 seconds of play, second half. 23-19, Beaver Dam leads Watertown on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Call for 3. Off the rim, no. And the rebound tipped by Johnson right to Kranz, and here come the Goslings. Beaver Dam played so well defensively in that first half. Both teams really playing pretty well defensively in this game, as the score would kind of indicate. It's a lower scoring, more of a defensive struggle. A lot of tipped balls and balls out of bounds, things of that nature. Right now, Watertown hanging around. Again, you throw the records out. We talked about it. It's the rivalry game. And this is a spin move by Schwefel at the free throw line. Underhands it out. And here is a shot up from the free throw line. Calvin Hurchin. Calvin Hurchin gets his first bucket. We've got a 2-point game. This is as close as Watertown has been since the early part of the contest. 23-21. And Cabrera muscling his way in and gets fouled on the shot attempt. And this is going to mean free throws. Q is going to head to the free throw line. Quentin Cabrera averaging a couple of points a game, about 55% from the line on the season. And the first free throw for Q is off the back of the iron. It's no good. Another one is on the way, and that one is not going to go as well. Rebound for Jake Hurchin. So Cabrera missed them both, and it's still a 2-point game. Pass into the left block. There's Johnson, immediately double teamed, sends it out. Here's a three for the lead. Yes! Brett Schwefel knocks down the triple, and Watertown has the lead, 24-23, with 2 minutes gone here in the second half. This is Cabrera driving baseline, found a seam, and he goes in for two. Quentin Cabrera makes it 25-24. Golden Beavers on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. 15:45 to go, second half. Little lob pass high on the right. Hurchin over to Schwefel going cross court. There's Calvin Hurchin for three. Too strong. Offensive board. Johnson with a box out. And he was able to get the rebound and put it up and in. He's got 6 in the game. And the seesaw tilts in favor of Watertown. Gosling's 26, Golden Beavers 25. As Cabrera's into the lane. Nice pass to the baseline. Shot is up, no, but a foul. Nice pass by Cabrera. Jens was sneaking in from behind on the left baseline. And he gets fouled on the shot attempt. Kranz picked up his first foul, second team foul of the half. And Mr. Jens with an all-expenses-paid trip to the free throw line. Jens 13 points in the first half. And the first free throw in and out, no good. My goodness. I got to stop complimenting these guys because as soon as I do, they miss. It's the old broadcaster's curse, right? Next one's on the way. Oh, that's good. You got one of two. And we are even at 26 apiece with just about 3 minutes gone by, second half. Here is Schwefel off the screen, giving it now to Calvin Hurchin. Back out to Kranz. Now finds Schwefel again out in three-point land. Schmuel's all over him defensively. Beaver Dam in that man-to-man D. Kranz to the left side. Jake Hurchin out there. Had it. His pocket picked by Stobie. And Stobie on his rear end got it to call. Great effort by Stobie. A little slow to get up in the backcourt, but he's okay. Now he rejoins the play in the front court. Schmuel is falling down, and he traveled. Oh, my. Tough break there for the Golden Beavers. Watertown will take it, though. 14:34 left to go in this ball game. Right now, the scoreboard, we are dead even. By the way, at halftime of the girls' game up in Beaver Dam, it's Beaver Dam 35, Wanakee 18 as the Goslings just turned it over. Bella A-Striker, 15 points in the first half. And the Golden Beavers are leading right now, 35-18 over Wanakee. That's from Mo Helgamo. Mo, thanks for the update. I knew somebody would get us covered. Here's a spin move. Shot off the glass. No good. It won't go for Jens. And here is Schwefel out to Calvin Hurchin. Around the horn they go. There's his brother Jake. Jake, and he's being hassled by Stobie, and that's a double dribble on Jake Hirsch. And Stobie, boy, a couple of times now, the last few sequences, he has been just outstanding on the defensive end. And now some subs coming in with 13:49 remaining in this ball game. And on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard, Beaver Dam and Watertown are deadlocked at 26 apiece. Beaver Dam led by as many as 9 in the first half. Here is Cabrera muscling in, missed it off the back rim. Goslings have it off the miss. The defensive rebound by Schauer. And there's a turnover at the other end as Stobie takes it, and then he had it knocked away from behind, and now a 2-on-1 the other way as Schwefel will go in for a layup. That was just all discombobulated. 28-26 Watertown by 2 on your John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Boy, there was just kind of a scrum there, I guess it was, for lack of a better term. And Watertown ended up coming away with a deflection, and they had numbers the other way. And now a whistle as J.T. Call launched one from the near wing. Yeah, it's just one of those games. You know, we talked about the rivalry factor. Both teams really aggressive and scrappy on the defensive end. A lot of hands and faces, tipped balls out of bounds, as we said. You know, little melees ensue here and there. It's just one of those nights, you know. This is Jens off the inbounds play. Spins off the glass. Oh, tough shot! He scores right over Braden Schmidt. How did he do that? Jack Jens. That's not easy, folks. 28-28, we're tied on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. I thought we were going to be untied, but Calvin Hirschen missed a 3, and the rebound ricocheted out to the free throw line where Stobie grabbed it, and he promptly got fouled as he grabbed the carom. Braden Schmidt picked up the foul for Watertown, and that's his second, 4th team foul of the half for the Goslings. Beaver Dam with no fouls yet in this second half. Again, if you want to sneak an email in before the end of the game, sports@dailydodge.com. My email box is empty. I got room for you. As that we had a kickball, so they blew the whistle. Some of my neighbors were checking in earlier, but you don't have to be my neighbor. You can check in from anywhere. But as Mr. Rogers used to say, won't you be my neighbor? Anyways, 28-28, Beaver Dam inbounding call. Fakes a 3 right side up to the top of the key. Stobie open for 3. Got it! Parker Stobie buries the triple. That's his first bucket. It's a big one. 31-28. Golden Beavers lead the Goslings on your John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard as we approach the 12-minute mark in counting of the second half. Well, tell you what, that's clutch. Here is Calvin Hirschen, one-handing it to Schwefel out on the right side. There's Camrath, bobbled it, and Reese Camrath picks it back up. Mendoza's all over him, and we've got a whistle timeout. Timeout brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. It is a 30-second timeout, and we will keep it right here during this 30-second timeout. Beaver Dam High School, pace setter, advanced placement performance, thriving school-to-work apprenticeship programs, a rich tradition in music and the arts. Beaver Dam High School, a multi-year top-ranked high school by U.S. News and World Reports. The hardware that your Golden Beavers earn in sport starts with the hard work in the classroom. The Beaver Dam Unified School District, guiding students and empowering futures. Justin Wilski is my on-site videographer and engineer. You know him better as Ninja. Kyra Wilski's back at the 1430 ESPN studios engineering our radio broadcast tonight. My name is Mike Tronson, and we thank you for joining us for this game. Always glad to have you tuned in to Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN. You're always welcome here. And we've got a good one brewing. 11.5 minutes to play. Watertown with the ball off the timeout, trailing Beaver Dam 31-28 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Schwefel, bounce pass right corner. Camrath down there. Bounce pass into the block. And fouled on the floor was Braden Schmidt. And Parker Stobie picked up his team's first of the half. Watertown's going to inbound on the baseline to my left. Camrath gets it in to Jake Hurchin. Back to Reese between the rings. Over on the right side, there's Schauer. Schauer double team near the free throw line, puts on the brakes. Out to Camrath for three, left corner, too strong. And we're going the other way. Foul from behind on Watertown. Looks like this is going to go on Schmidt. Yep, Braden Schmidt picking that one up. His third and the team's fifth. Still a one-possession game. Beaver Dam with a three-point advantage, and now they've got possession. A low-scoring defensive struggle here tonight. Here's Call, sidestepping a defender. Another defender gets there, gets rid of it on the bounce pass. Top of the key, there's Jens. Now Jens. Out to Stobie in the left corner. Driving out of trouble. Mendoza right back to the corner for Jens. Puts the ball above his head. Nobody wanted to get rid of it, too. He drives, now sends it to Salatel inside the free throw line. EJ up and under. Shot is up. Oh, what a tough shot. EJ Salatel with his first bucket. And that was not easy at all, but he made it look kind of funny. And he was 33-28 now. Beaver Dam, I tell you, that is not an easy shot, but he he just was cool. Cool, that one. Smooth. Free throw, or the shot is no good. Rebound near the free throw line. Here come the Golden Beavers off the miss by Schauer. Just under 10 minutes left. Beaver Dam by 5, looking to get a little cushion here if they can. Mendoza passing lane, almost intercepted. Call saved it. Now right of the circle, there is Jack Jens. Barking out instructions to his teammate. He takes off into the lane. And as he tried to spin, he traveled. Beaver Dam turnover, will give it to the Goslings. 9:25 remaining in this one. Hey, I mentioned we had a couple of former players check in to the broadcast last Friday night when we did the girls game. Now we've got some former boys players checking in. I'm going to get to that in just a second here. Approaching the halfway point of this second stanza, Schwefel, bounce pass out, three-point line. Here's a three on the way, and it's good. Jake Hurchin from downtown Watertown. That's his third triple of the game. He's got 11 points, 33-31. The Beaver Dam lead is down to 2 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Mendoza quickly up to the top of the key. Stobie one-hands it, left side. With it, there is Call. He's to the free throw line. Out to Jens for a triple. In and out. It's no good. Rebound swatted up, right to Johnson. Here comes Watertown. And a pass intended for Camrath. Jens intercepts it and takes it away. Ahead to Stobie. To the corner. Call for 3 in the corner. Yes! JT. He's got a triple. 36-31. Beaver Dam by 5 as we approach the 8-minute mark and counting of the second half. There is Jake Hurchin. High off the glass. That shot won't go. Rebound tipped out to Camrath. He'll try a 3. Yes! Reese Camrath. Oh, it's getting a little wild now, isn't it? 36-34. The Beaver Dam lead is at 2, but now getting kind of exciting here. Energy picking up a little bit as we're getting late. Under 8 minutes to go and a foul. We got subs ready to come in on both sides. Let me get to that email here. It says former Gosling Keegan Lang and former Golden Beaver Spencer Butterbro checking in from Wauwatosa. And he says, Spencer says, go Goslings. Hey, guys, thank you very much. Great to hear from you. How's life treating you boys? Good, I hope. Here's pass tipped. As Cabrera was falling out of bounds, Watertown has it off the turnover. A nice pass to a cutting Johnson. Missed the layup, but he got fouled. Now, Ethan Johnson will head to the free throw line. Now, great to hear from you guys. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast and hope life's treating you well. Sports@dailydodge.com if you want to check in before the end of the game. Sports@dailydodge.com. Johnson knocking down the first of two. The foul, by the way, was on Mendoza, his third. (36-35), and now this to tie the game. We're tied. As Johnson hits them both, we're all even. 7:40 to go. And it's tied at 36 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Do not leave your radio or your computer or your phone. There's a block. Mendoza got blocked by Johnson. Ball's loose. Mendoza's tracked it down and saved it. Now Schmuel in the right corner. Up to Cam. Mendoza takes off. Sidearms it out. Cabrera to the corner. Three ball. Yes for Stobie. Parker from downtown. Timeout. Beaver Dam, brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. Back in 1 minute. Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN.
Happy New Year from our family to yours at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Beaver Dam. Now let's celebrate with the Start Something New sales event featuring $5,500 off Dodge Durangos. That's right, a brand new iconic 6-passenger SUV for $40,700. For your Ram truck buyers, take $82.65 off Bighorn Crew cabs and finance for 1.9%. By far the best truck deal in the market today. And of course, we can't forget Jeeps. Brand new Cherokee Latitude Lux 4x4s, $35,000. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Beaver Dam and ReedChrysler.com.
Ready, set, Ergo! The game plan is to make banking convenient for you. Ergo Bank has locations in Marquezan and Fox Lake with interactive teller machines in 5 different communities. And at all locations, speak with a live teller and conduct most in-branch transactions by transferring, withdrawing, or depositing. That's better banking by design. Open 7 a to 7 p Monday through Friday, 7 to noon on Saturdays. Call them today at 920-398-2336 or visit ergobank.com. Ergo Bank, an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Well, we are getting hot and heavy now, aren't we? With 7:13 to go in this ball game on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. It is Beaver Dam leading Watertown 39-36. Watertown with the ball off the timeout. And this is Jake Hirchin. Nice pass to a cutting Schwefel on the right baseline, and he got behind the defense in for the layup. Now, nice pass by Hirchin, and Schwefel with a great cut. 39-38. 1 point Beaver Dam lead. 6:49 to go. This is Schmuel up near the top of the key. One hands it out to Parker Stobie. Back to a cutting call. Sends it over to Mendoza. Into the lane. Now puts a little finger roll as he goes in and scores. Cameron Mendoza makes it 41-38. BD leading Watertown. Goslings have it, though. 6:25 to go in the ball game on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Jake Hirchin, fake to three. Over to Camrath, right elbow. That to the top of the silo, and there is Jake Hirchin. Worked on defensively by Stobie. Return feed, Camrath floats one up, and it's going to go. Beg your pardon, Schwefel. Beg your pardon, Schwefel with a bucket. 41-40, so the Beaver Dam lead is at 1. Under 6 minutes left in the game. Call, fake to three, to the free throw line. One hands it to the corner. Schmuel tries the three. Yes! And he pumps his fist. Caleb Schmuel. 3 points on that one. 44-40, Beaver Dam leads. Timeout Watertown now, brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. We're back in 1 minute. Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN.
Are you ready for peace of mind? Chad Guzzi here, owner of Air Care in Beaver Dam. If you're tired of unexpected repair bills, you want to sign up for our Total Care plan. It ensures top performance and prolonged life of your heating and air conditioning equipment. Air Care's Total Care customers receive annual inspections as well as a reduced maintenance rate plus a 10% discount on all service repairs. Air Care. Big enough to serve you, small enough to care. 920-356-8860.
Happy New Year from our family to yours at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Beaver Dam. Now let's celebrate with the Start Something New sales event featuring $5,500 off Dodge Durangos. That's right, a brand new iconic 6-passenger SUV for $40,700. For your Ram truck buyers, take $82.65 off Bighorn Crew cabs and finance for 1.9%. By far the best truck deal in the market today. And of course, we can't forget Jeeps. Brand new Cherokee Latitude Lux 4x4s, $35,000. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Beaver Dam and ReedChrysler.com.
5:41 to go in this ball game. Watertown inbounding. Right now it's Beaver Dam 44, Watertown 40. And this is a pass. Jake Hirchin over to his brother Calvin. Now to Schwefel, left of the circle. He drives to the free throw line. There was contact there, and that is JT Call getting a little too up close and personal. Just the first personal on JT. Third team foul of the half for the Golden Beavers. Here's Schwefel between the circles. Stobie's watching him. Down to the baseline he goes, puts on the brakes, sends it back up. Jake Hirchin for three, top of the key, off the back rim, no rebound for Parker Stobie. Both coaches pacing their respective sidelines, keeping a close eye. And this one, Mendoza, three ball, it's off the rim, no good. Missed the line drive triple. The Watertown bench at that last time out, they were very animated. Here's a three ball, yes! Cameron Kranz, his first bucket tonight. 44-43, pulls his team to within one. On the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard, 4.5 minutes left in, dare I say it, regulation. There, I said it. Here is Schmuel. It's always entertaining, folks. You know, when you, at the beginning of the game, when we say throw out the records, and you probably sit there and think to yourself, oh, they say that every time. Oh, it's cliche. Well, here's why we say it. Because this is what you get more often than not. You've got call. Oh, throws it away. Pass intercepted by Calvin Hirchin. Just under 4 minutes left. Watertown can take the lead on this possession. Left baseline. Hirchin and a foul. I mentioned Chad Hayes taking over as Watertown head coach this season, and his varsity assistant is a former player of his, Cole Ducklow, who played for Coach Hayes at Johnson Creek. And, well, what fun that's got to be for both those guys. There's a turnover. Johnson got stripped by Call. Here come the Beavers leading by one, 3:36 to go. Here is a drive-by call. High off the glass. He missed the shot as he was going out of bounds. Goslings have it again. They can take the lead on this possession. 44-43, pass cross court. Oh, well, it's going to be a foul on JT. He was trying to go for an interception, but he got there late, and he got body. Fifth team foul of the half for the Golden Beavers. Not only do you have former Johnson Creek player Cole Ducklow out there, but you've got Ron Miller, one of the assistants for Watertown, longtime coach at Dodgeland High School. He's been a good friend of ours here at the radio station and Daily Dodge for many years. Three ball, no good for Hirchin. Out of bounds goes the rebound off of Watertown. Oh, boy. I thought for a moment that might stay on this end. Yeah, Ninja's nodding his head too. But again, we don't wear the black and white. No, Ron, I didn't get a chance to say hi to Ron before the game tonight, but Ron, he's been a longtime friend. I've known him for pretty much all my years that I've been doing this. And like I said, this is my 26th year announcing games, so known him a long time. And Call misses a long three. Nice rebound on the weak side. Grabbed there by Calvin Hirchin. 2:43 to go in this one. Getting late on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. 44-43. Beaver Dam leads, but Watertown has possession. They've had a couple of chances to take a lead here the last few times down the floor. They haven't been able to do it. Can they do it here? Johnson, triple teamed. Ball's knocked loose, but saved by Jake Hurchin. Over to Schwefel now. Schwefel off a screen. Timeout Watertown. Oh, my. Timeout brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. We're back in 1 minute. Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN.
Ready, set, Ergo. The game plan is to make banking convenient for you. Ergo Bank has locations in Marquezan and Fox Lake with interactive teller machines in 5 different communities. And at all locations, speak with a live teller and conduct most in-branch transactions by transferring, withdrawing, or depositing. That's better banking by design. Open 7 a to 7 p Monday through Friday, 7 to noon on Saturdays. Call them today at 920-398-2336 or visit ergobank.com. Ergo Bank, an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental. If you've been unhappy with your smile, it's time that you come and see us. Our team of doctors are waiting to help you get your smile back. We'll take the time to talk with you and treat you like a member of our family, not just another number. Whether it's a whole mouth makeover or simply a little tweak, we'll find the right solution that fits you. For your free, no-pressure consultation, call us today at 623-5559.
Mike Tronson back inside the Watertown High School fieldhouse. 2:18 and counting left in the game. Watertown has possession off the timeout. Beaver Dam with a 44-43 lead. First of 2 meetings this season between these two. And there's a turnover. Stobie comes away with it. Big turnover there with now 2 minutes left. These two teams will play again on February 17th at Beaver Dam. So we have a whistle and a foul. Last year, these two teams split the season series. Watertown winning in January of last year, 65-48. Beaver Dam won in February, 69-34. Here's Mendoza at the line. And the front end of the bonus is good for Cam Mendoza. 45-43. Beaver Dam on top. One more for Mendoza. 70% free throw shooter. 8.5 points per game. Makes that one as well. 46-43. Still a one-possession game. We're down to 1:49 and counting left in the ball game on your John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Going right down to the proverbial wire. And this is Kranz out on the right elbow, cross court. He threw it away. Schwefel needed elevator shoes to get that one, and that is an unforced error and a break for Beaver Dam as they lead by 3. But right now, a 30-second timeout is called by Beaver Dam. And as always, it's brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. Well, if you're enjoying this, we've got more for you later this week. As Thursday night, the Beaver Dam boys will be back home to entertain Baraboo. That's a makeup game, or a game that had been postponed on December 9th due to bad weather. And they're going to make it up Thursday night. We're going to be there. Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN. Pregame show at 7 o'clock. Tip time is 7:15. And then Saturday night, more Beaver Dam boys hoops at home as they take on Waupun. Another big rivalry night. 7:30 for the tip time, 7:15 for your pregame on Daily Dodge TV. All right, under a minute and a half to go. 46-43, Beaver Dam with the lead and possession. Here's a deep three from the left side. It's short for call. And Schwefel with the rebound there. Ooh, I don't know if that's the shot you wanted maybe there, but here come the Goslings now. For 3 in the tie. Yes! Calvin Hurchin knocks down the triple from the left corner. We're tied at 46, 1 minute to go. Fasten your seatbelts. 46-46, we're deadlocked. Under a minute to play. Beaver Dam has it. How about that triple by Hurchin? Let's see what Beaver Dam does. Down to 39 seconds. They're just kind of spreading things out for the moment. Calls out inside the timeline, high on the left. Running clock. It looks like they maybe want to hold for the last shot. Maybe try and win it at the end, or at worst, you force overtime. But we're down to now 20 seconds left. Beaver Dam holding on to the ball. Calls out near the center circle. 15 seconds. Call with the seam. Timeout. Timeout called by Beaver Dam, brought to you by Reed Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family, and we will keep it right here. We're down to the final 15.3 seconds remaining on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Beaver Dam and Watertown are knotted at 46 apiece. Just got a text message from my brother-in-law. He says, anybody traveling tonight on the way home, be careful. It's very, very foggy outside, so use some caution. He was coming back from Waterloo and said it was really soupy out there on the back roads. And yeah, I noticed that too. I don't know if you noticed that, Ninja, when you were coming down here tonight, but there was a little bit of fog, a little bit of pea soup, I guess, whatever you want to call it. And so yeah, be careful out there on the roads tonight. Luckily, this is not a long drive for us. .3 seconds left. 46-46, Beaver Dam and Watertown deadlocked. Schmuel will inbound on the near sideline. Gets it to Stobie. Here we go. 12 seconds. Stobie across the timeline. 10 seconds. Stobie up near the center circle. Wants the last shot maybe. 6, 5. They get it to Call. Bobbled it. 3. Into the lane. Mendoza had it knocked away by Johnson. Picked up by Call. Did he get timeout before the horn? The horn is sounded, but Call was trying to get a timeout. And the referees, did they give him a timeout? Yes! Or no? What is it now? Are they putting time back on or not? There was clapping on both sides. I can't tell. Nope, they're not going to grant him the timeout. We're going to overtime. Tied at 46 apiece on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. There was mass confusion. Did he get the timeout? Did he get possession and call the timeout in the nick of time? He apparently did not. And so we have free basketball here at Watertown. We're going to overtime. Tied at 46, a 4-minute overtime coming up. But Watertown outscoring Beaver Dam 27-23 in the second half to force overtime. And here we go again down in Watertown. 4 more minutes to try and decide this one. I mentioned that these teams split their season series last year. They will play again later this season on Friday night, February 17th. That game will be up in Beaver Dam. But 36 minutes was not enough to decide this one. So let's put another 4 on the board and let's do it again. 46-46 on your John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Mendoza and Johnson, a pair of 24s to jump it at center. And wait a minute. Now officials discussing something here. Sausage or pepperoni? Talking about the post-game meal. Okay, I think they were discussing the possession arrow maybe. Okay, let's try it again. All right, there's the whistle. Ball up. Watertown wins the tap. And Schwefel into the front court. Bounce pass dug out by Hirchin. Throws it away as Call intercepts. All right, Beaver Dam now with its first offensive possession of overtime. And here is Mendoza, top of the arc. Giving it now to Stobie. Over to Call. Call bobbled it. Mendoza, could he save it? No. Jen's trying to save it. We've got a whistle as bodies are all over the place. And I believe a Watertown foul has been called. Yeah, Kranz picked it up. And that's the 8th foul of the second half / overtime on the Goslings. And here's Jack Jens, who had a monster first half, a little quieter in the second half, but he steps to the line. Front end of the bonus is good for J squared. Breaks the tie, 47-46. One more. Second one, no good. Rebound, Kranz. 1 point game, 47-46. Beaver Dam on top. Watertown has it. 3:22 to go in the overtime. Here's Schwefel. Lost the handle on it, but he was able to get enough mustard on it to get it over to Calvin Hurchin in the corner. Hurchin shot inside the arc. Over the rim, it's too strong. Rebound saved from going out of bounds by Jake Hurchin to Schwefel. Now Schwefel gets it up top. I beg your pardon, that was Kranz that saved it. Now here's Johnson through a double team, high off the glass, missed the shot, trying to get his own rebound. It's not loose. Where is it? Near side, scramble for it. Bodies on the floor. We've got a jump ball. The arrow is pointing to the right. That means it's Beaver Dam basketball. 2:49 left in overtime. 47-46, Golden Beavers with a slim 1 point lead. And they'll try to add to that on this possession. Stobie to the right block. There's Jens. Jens kicks it out. Cabrera back to Stobie between the circles. Now Jens on the near wing. Sends it over to Stobie. Round the horn. Left side, there's Mendoza right in front of his own bench. Leaves it off now on the underhanded pass for Hall. He's just inside the timeline. Near side pass, there's Stobie, right back to Jens. Beaver Dam being patient here. Patient offensively. 2:05 left in overtime, and now a whistle. And looks like Schwefel getting called here for the reach-in. So that would be his third, team's 9th. And Cabrera goes to the free throw line. And the front end of the bonus will not go. Off the back rim, he missed it. Johnson, the defensive board. Clock running, 2 minutes exactly left in overtime. On the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard, Beaver Dam 47, Watertown 46. Johnson, free throw line extended, right side. He hands it off to Jake Hurchin. Hurchin, now to Kranz up top. Here's Calvin Hurchin, backing up a little bit. Directing traffic from the high right side. Over by his own bench, now back to the top of the key. Round the horn, there's Schwefel, left side in front of the student section. Back the other way, step back three's on the way. In and out, no good for Jake Hurchin. Jens the rebound. Oh, that one spun out. Timeout. Timeout, Beaver Dam, 30-second timeout. It's brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. We're going to keep it here with 1:22 left in overtime. And Beaver Dam clinging to a 47-46 lead over Watertown. I mentioned that Beaver Dam in the middle of a busy stretch here. They've got the game against Baraboo this coming Thursday night at home, and then Saturday night a home game, non-conference game against Waupun. Looking at the Watertown schedule, they will be back in action here at Watertown on Thursday, hosting Sauk Prairie. Saturday, they will host Baraboo, a 2:30 matinee here at Watertown. And then Monday night, January 16th, a rivalry game at home against Oconomowoc. This is game number 2 of a 5-game homestand for Watertown. All right, Beaver Dam inbounding. 1:20 left in OT. (47-46). We're in OT. Here's JT. Sidearms it out. Mendoza to the corner. 3-ball Stobie. Bullseye! Parker Stobie. His third 3 This one makes it 50-46. Beaver Dam under a minute to play in the overtime. Schwefel left corner. Round the horn. There's Kranz out in three-point land. One hands it back the other way, and a turnover as the pass sailed on him. Jake Hurchin could not handle it. Out of bounds it goes back to Beaver Dam. 44.9 seconds left to go in OT. On the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard, Beaver Dam with a 50-46 lead and a quick foul. Stobie got fouled, and he now will head to the free throw line. It's 2 shots the rest of the way for Beaver Dam, as that was the 10th foul on the Goslings. Calvin Hurchin with the foul there, and here's Stobie at the line. First free throw is good. Parker Stobie 75% from the line. Averages just under 7 points a game. And tonight, he's up to 10 points, 3 triples, plus that free throw he just hit. Now he's got another one. Got it. 52-46. Beaver Dam leads Watertown with 42 seconds left in overtime on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Schwefel to the right side. Camrath tries a rainbow three. It's off the back rim. No. Grabbing the rebound. It's Jens, and he's fouled with 33.2 to play in the extra session. Johnson picked up his second. Jens will go to the line. Watertown has not scored in the overtime. Timeout, Goslings. And this timeout, as all timeouts are, brought to you by our friends at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. And our game tonight brought to you by our presenting video sponsors, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's game is brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Metalcraft of Mayville, Landmark Credit Union, Jerry's Automotive, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Ergo Bank, Great Harvest Bakery Cafe, Surefire, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Preferred Dental Partners, Slumberland, and Kraft Heinz. The Beaver Dam Unified School District identifies a school of the month during the school year. A shout out to the students, staff, and families of this month's school community being recognized, Washington Elementary. Along with Kyra and Justin, Mike Tronson with you inside the Watertown High School Fieldhouse. 33.2 seconds remaining in overtime. Jack Jens at the line for the Golden Beavers, and the first of two is good for Jack. 53-46, and that makes it a 3-possession game. And misses the second one. 53-46, half a minute to go. Here comes Watertown. Schwefel sends it over to Hurchin to the corner. 3-ball, too strong. And the rebound plucked out of there by Jens. He's back the other way. He will pull up, give it to Call, and 15 seconds left. We'll see if Watertown fouls or if they're going to call off the Dogs. Now we're down to 10 seconds, and it appears they are going to let Beaver Dam dribble this out. Final 4 seconds going to tick away. It took extra time, but Beaver Dam's got another victory as this one has gone final in overtime on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Beaver Dam 53 and Watertown 46. Beaver Dam holds the Goslings scoreless in the extra session, and they win this one by 7. Let's do this. We'll take a 3-minute break. We'll come back for our John Deere postgame show. We'll try and get head coach Tim Ladron up here for some comments, and we'll give you the final numbers right after this 3-minute break on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN.
John Deere not only builds great equipment, it's a great place to build your career and a high quality of life. You see, there's a certain kind of pride in being a part of a great American brand. It's the security that comes from learning new skills you'll have for a lifetime, a more confident future with unlimited growth opportunities, and the knowledge that you're valued and rewarded with a competitive benefits package. We're Deere strong and Horicon proud. Are you one of us?
Hi, my name is Michelle, and I'm the plant manager for the Beaver Dam Kraft Heinz plant. I'm excited to share with you that we are rolling out new schedules to allow people more time with their families. Come meet me and my team and let us tell you about the exciting changes we are making to our schedules and our great benefits. Please go to careers.kraftheinz.com, search by Beaver Dam, and see all the opportunities we have available. We believe family time is important. Our new schedule will allow you to have a schedule that works for you and your family. All shifts are 12 hours with up to 3 to 4 days off per week. We offer shift differentials and premiums for weekend work at Kraft Heinz.
Is it time to update the bathroom? Then it's time to head to Hometown Glass and Improvement of Beaver Dam. Hometown has a full complement of Vasco shower enclosures. Hometown Glass makes your selection of enclosures easy, and they provide hassle-free installation. When you purchase a Vasco shower enclosure, your expectations will be exceeded. Hometown Glass promises you a classy, elegant, and luxurious centerpiece for your bathroom. Hometown Glass and Improvement, Highway 33 east of Beaver Dam, on the web at hometownglass.com.
What's in your kids' lunchbox today? Turkey and bacon on honey whole wheat, roast beef on sourdough, PB&J on cinnamon chip with bananas. That is bananas, but that's what fresh baked breads from Great Harvest can do for you. Unleash your sandwich ingenuity. So show your kids some lunchbox love with chicken salad on cranberry orange bread, Italian on cheddar garlic bread. Then show everyone your creation at Instagram or Facebook using this hashtag. Great Harvest. Bread. The way it ought to be.
Shop the pig!
Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly in Beaver Dam has everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. From Pampered to Perfection Produce to Boar's Head Deli Meats and Cheeses, Fox Brothers award-winning brats, and certified Angus beef. If it's not certified, it's not the best. Be sure to go online at Fox Bros Piggly Wiggly and find the latest weekly flyer full of savings, and follow them on Facebook to learn more about their upcoming events. Shop local and save at Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly in Beaver Dam.
Piggly Wiggly, shop the pig!
Jerry's Automotive in Beaver Dam is a champion of our local schools. Team up with Jerry's Automotive by pumping your gas at their Spirit Pump, where 2 cents of every gallon is donated to a local school each month. Jerry's Automotive also provides exceptional vehicle service and repairs and a great selection of convenience items. Visit Jerry's Automotive Center WI.com and on Facebook. Jerry's Automotive, 700 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, across the street from Beaver Dam Food Pride.
You're watching the Daily Dodge postgame show, presented by John Deere.
And welcome back inside Watertown High School. Mike Tronson with you on the postgame show, which is brought to you, as always, by John Deere Horicon Works. This one took overtime tonight, but the Beaver Dam Golden Beavers defeat their rivals from Watertown. Final score on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard in overtime: Beaver Dam 53, Watertown 46. With the win, Beaver Dam now 5-6 overall on the year and 2-4 in conference play. Watertown dropping to a 1-10 overall mark, and they are now 0-5 in the Badger East. But this was a battle, a grinder, lower scoring, defensive struggle. Beaver Dam outscoring Watertown 7-0 in the overtime session to win this after we ended regulation tied at 46. Let's look at the final individual scoring. Leading the way for Beaver Dam, how about Jack Jens? What an effort tonight. 18 points, 13 of those coming in the first half. He had a 3-point basket. He also had 2 free throws in the overtime session. Actually, the first free throw he hit, that turned out to be the game winner because Watertown never scored in the overtime. Parker Stobie in double figures with 11, including 3 big triples, one of those coming in overtime. So he goes in double figures. 8 points tonight for Cam Mendoza. It was JT Call with 7, including 1 from beyond the arc. Caleb Schmuel with 5. He had a 3-point basket in the game. 2 points apiece for EJ Salatel and Quentin Cabrera. Meanwhile, on the Watertown side of the ledger, how about Brett Schwefel leading the way tonight? He had 16 points, 9 of those coming in the second half tonight. He had 2 3-point baskets. Also in double figures was Jake Hirchin with 11, including 3 from behind the arc. 8 points for Ethan Johnson tonight. 5 points for Calvin Hirchin. And then a couple other players, Reese Camrath and Cameron Kranz, both had 3 points apiece. Both those players with 3-point baskets. Beaver Dam led 23-19 at the end of the first half. Watertown outscoring Beaver Dam 27-23 in the second half to force the extra session. And then in overtime, as I mentioned, Beaver Dam they outscored Watertown 7-0 to earn the 53-46 victory over Watertown. And we're just waiting for Beaver Dam head coach Tim Ladrin to join us up here. It's kind of a long way to get from the floor here at Watertown's Fieldhouse up to our press box. You have to go outside the Fieldhouse. You have to go down a short hallway, up a stairwell, through the gymnastics/wrestling room, up another stairway, and thank you very much. Justin and Ember were like, hey, he's on the way. He knows the way. It's just that it takes a little while to get here. And so we're just going to wait for him to come up here. And again, let's thank all of our sponsors that make this broadcast possible. Our presenting video sponsors, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Also tonight, brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Metalcraft of Mayville, Landmark Credit Union, Jerry's Automotive, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Ergo Bank, Great Harvest Bakery Cafe, Surefire, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Preferred Dental Partners, Slumberland, and Kraft Heinz. Again, we're going to do this all over again on Thursday night. Beaver Dam Boys hosting Baraboo will be on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN, with our coverage kicking off at 7 o'clock, tip time at 7:15 on Thursday night. Hope you'll join us for that. And I see Coach Ladrin making his way up here to rarefied air. We're going to pass along a headset to Tim. Can you hear me okay in there, Tim?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Thanks for coming up, and, well, congratulations on the win. Boy, I tell you what, this was a grinder, and it took overtime to do it. But tell you what, your guys, and this was, this was not easy. It was a typical rivalry game,
Yeah.
both teams being scrappy, but your guys come out on top.
Yeah, and I think that's probably it, It's a grinder game because it's a rivalry. It's on the road. Got off to a good start, but just couldn't really get anything going offensively until overtime. But I'm proud of our guys. Hung in there. And a little out of breath because it's pretty excited at the end.
Yeah. I don't blame you, Coach.
But I thought that we were really composed in the overtime, and especially after not getting the shot in regulation. That's tough. And then lose the tip, but got to stop, and then did a nice job. I was really proud of our guys and just how composed we were in overtime.
Defensively throughout the night, you were, I thought, very good. And funny because you and I talked a little bit before the game about, well, you had a really good offensive showing against Milwaukee Vincent, and offense has, been pretty good the last couple of times up, but maybe there were some defensive stretches that you weren't liking. Tonight, I thought the defense was pretty solid most of the night. Yeah,
I thought so too. They're tough to guard for us because of Johnson inside. He makes everything difficult because he's so long. I mean, he's 6'7", 6'8", and his arms feel like they go up to the ceiling. It's tough on us. But I thought we did a good job. We worked awfully hard on the defensive end, and and they got some kids that can play. I mean, like I said, I told you in pregame, Jake and Calvin Hirchin can really. I mean, they can put it on the deck and they can score and they can shoot it, and they're good players, and then they've got a couple other guards around them, and Schwefel played well tonight, I thought.
He did.
And so they got some guys that are tough. And they're gonna get that thing fixed and turned around, and you could see it's coming for them too, just like it seems to be coming for us.
Boy, Jack Jens was outstanding, especially in the first half tonight when it was tough for you to get going offensively. Yeah. He was single-handedly trying to get that spark for you guys. 13 of his 18 points came in the first half, and I thought that was a nice spark when you needed it early.
Yeah, I thought so too. They tried to take JT away, and JT did a nice job of being pretty unselfish and We've got other guys. I mean, and we've shown it this year. Whether it's Shmuel or tonight, Jack's been rolling a little bit, and Cam always tends to give us 8 to 12 somewhere in there, and Parker Stobie had a huge night tonight, and a big huge three in the corner, probably the play of the game there. So, I'm really happy for Park. He's really been playing well lately. He really takes care of the ball really well against pressure. He had against Vincent, who's super quick, and against Wanakee, who's obviously really good. He didn't have a turnover, and he's played really well, and it's good to see him hit a big one for us.
Boy, certainly, yeah, a lot of things to be pleased about. And we talk about it on the broadcast. We'll say, not every game is a Picasso, and sometimes you got to win.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to grind it out, and you got to win games like this. And your guys have shown now that they're capable of doing that.
Yeah, you're right. Good teams got to win grinders like this. It's not always going to be pretty, and it certainly wasn't very pretty tonight. But I thought we had at the end of regulation there, we had it set up pretty good. But they got a deflection off the pass. We had JT on the back door, but they credit to them to getting it at deflection. But I thought especially with young inexperienced guys, to be as composed and solid as we were in overtime says a lot about our guys.
Very true, very true. And now, the busy stretch continues because Thursday night you're back home. You've got Baraboo coming in, and that was, of course, the game that was supposed to be played back in December. Talk about what you see from Baraboo and what challenges they present.
They're aggressive. They're really, really aggressive. Another really good 6'8" kid in the middle who's really athletic. We seem to see a lot of that lately. They're aggressive and athletic. They're good. They got a really nice team, and they play with a lot of energy. And so we're going to have to handle that, and that's going to be a good test.
And then right after that, Saturday night, I know you want to get too far ahead, but Waupun coming in, another rivalry there, and that's nice to see that game. I think a lot of the fans are excited about that. Probably a little, for you as a coach, it probably is a little harder because you've got to come up with a game plan. So.
Well, you do, and, obviously Coach Pickett's is a good friend of mine, former, on my staff.
Right.
And so, but we're both excited about this. We've talked a lot about it. But, yeah, like as you said, first things first, it's Baraboo.
And I'm sure you remind him you taught him everything he knows, correct?
I don't know. He's a good guy, and I will say he works awfully hard. And, and he's got those guys playing pretty good basketball every year.
Well, you work very hard, too, and congratulations to you and your boys tonight on a hard-fought win. Well-deserved, and we'll see you Thursday night. 48 hours from now, we'll do it all over again.
Perfect. Sounds good, Mike. Thanks.
Good to see you, Tim. Thanks for coming up here. I appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, that's Tim Ladron, head coach of Beaver Dam, joining me on the John Deere postgame show. Again, his team a winner in overtime tonight by the score of 53-46. And as I mentioned, Beaver Dam back in action on Thursday night at home against Baraboo. We'll have it for you right here on Daily Dodge TV and streaming on 1430 ESPN. It'll be a 7 o'clock pregame show Thursday night with our coverage, or actually our tip time at about 7:15. Hope you'll join us for that. So that's going to wrap it up from Watertown High School. I want to thank all of you for being with us on this Tuesday night. I want to thank all of you that sent the emails to us, and we always enjoy interacting with you. And I was looking to see if I had a final score from the Beaver Dam girls game. I had the halftime score, which was Beaver Dam leading Wanakee 35-18. And let's see if I can find it here. That one, I would imagine, has probably gone final. I'm just looking to see if I can find it out here before we sign off. And, of course, I don't see it. So I apologize, but obviously stay tuned to Daily Dodge, and we'll get you the final score of that one. But Beaver Dam girls were up big at halftime. 35-18 was the score at that point. But here we go to overtime. Beaver Dam wins it 53-46. And for Kyra Wilski and for Justin Wilski, a.k.a. Ninja, this is Mike Tronson saying so long from Watertown. Have a pleasant evening. Drive safe out there if you're out in the fog tonight. This has been a Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN Sports presentation. Good night, everybody.
You're watching the Daily Dodge postgame show presented by John Deere.